What sets the Freedom Collection apart is its use of both manuscripts and relics to tell the story of the founding of this great nation. Claude, tell me a little bit about the flag here.
Well, this flag is known as the American Seaman Prisoners Flag. This is actually a painting of it, the originals at the Betsy Ross exhibit at Winterthur Museum just outside of Wilmington. And this little 8 by 13 inch flag was actually made by an American seaman when they got word at the prison in Plymouth, England, that Yorktown had occurred, the surrender had occurred on October the 19th, 1781, and probably in December of that same year, a newspaper arrived wrapped around a loaf of bread, and the prisoner saw that in the paper that about the Yorktown surrender, and the word spread throughout the prison, and all the other seamen started making flags out of 13-star flags out of paper and cloth. And this is one of the flags that originated there. The blue and the red fabric is actually made from British uniform.
Claude, it's my understanding that the first mention of the design of the Stars and Stripes doesn't occur until 1777, but you have a letter that predates that. Can you tell me a little bit about that letter?
Yes, it was a letter written April the 28th, 1776 by William Whipple, a signer of the Declaration of Independence, and he is writing to John Langdon, who is a signer of the Constitution, and they had correspondence going on like this, and buried in this letter, it's talking about the colors, 13 stripes, red and white, and with a union. And this is the first mention 2 weeks before the Declaration of Independence was signed, and between July and April, that was the same time frame that Washington visited the Congress in Philadelphia in May. And that's the myth associated with Betsy Ross and Washington actually visiting with her and talking about a flag design. It was only until 14 months later, on June the 14th, 1777, that the flag resolution was adopted by the Congress.
One of the great flags in this collection is the Pierre l'Enfant 13-star flag. Can you describe that a little bit for us?
Yes, it's made out of silk. It is the first flag to actually have the stars in an oval, and the stars themselves are gold leaf stars.
Now, how about this plate here?
Well, this is a wonderful plate. This is one of 301 pieces that George and Arthur Washington ordered from China, and it's known as Society of Cincinnati plate. It's the first presidential china. This actually shows the Society of Cincinnati medal there, and I believe there's some 60 of those at Winterthur Museum outside of Wilmington, Delaware.
Now, the Freedom Collection isn't just about the founding of this great nation. We actually have relics that bring us well into the 20th century, including an Apollo 11 flown flag that was actually landed on the moon and signed by Buzz Aldrin.